Most people don't regret buying in Naples. They regret buying the wrong version of Naples because Naples is not just a place, it's a set of trade-offs. And if you don't like the trade-offs, then the zip code won't save you. If you're here, I'm gonna assume you're already all in Florida, or you're close to deciding that you're all in. Sunshine, beaches, golf, tennis, pickleball, a coastal lifestyle. You're not debating all that. What you're debating is, where do you go? So today I'm gonna make this simple for you. I'm gonna walk you through the 5 trade-offs that come with living in Naples, what it actually feels like day to day, who loves it, who doesn't, and how to choose the right version of Naples so you don't end up with buyer's remorse. So let's get into it. Lifestyle versus space. This is the first trade-off. In Naples, you are often paying for a lifestyle more than you're paying for square footage. We like to say you're paying for the Naples zip code. And there's probably places like that where you live currently. So if you're coming from a market where you're used to getting a big home, a big yard, and everything updated for the money, Naples sometimes feels shocking to people. We experience this frequently. They'll walk in and they'll think, wait, like this house is so small, it's so dated, or I can't believe the house is this much and it doesn't look anything like the last place that I lived in. That can be normal here because what you're really buying is the Naples setting, the feel, and the proximity to everything that Naples has to offer. So the question that you need to answer is, do you want the biggest house for your money, or do you want the Naples lifestyle? So close that you get to live it every single day, because oftentimes those two things do not live in the same zip code. Here's a real life example. If you're a person who wants a huge kitchen, massive finished closets, wide open space, you can still get this here, but you might not get it in the most exclusive, the close in, classic Naples locations. There's nothing wrong with that. You just have to choose which one you want. The second trade-off, quiet and early versus energy and late. Trade-off number 2 in Naples is the pace of life. It is definitely earlier and quieter than a lot of people expect. In fact, we often will talk to people and they'll say, oh, you live on this sleepy coast over there by Naples. And listen, to me, it's not a negative. For a lot of people, this is why they choose it, and this is why they love it. Early bird dinner, normal here. And when I say early, I mean 4:30 sometimes. Quiet evenings are something that we live for here. So if you love calm nights and a predictable routine and a more traditional established vibe, Naples could be the spot for you. If you're the type of person who's looking for some nightlife, you make your dinner reservations at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, then Naples probably is not the place for you because a lot of stuff does shut down early. So here's the truth. Naples is more classic and curated than trendy and chaotic. That's definitely more of a Miami or an East Coast Florida vibe. Some people hear that it's a little more laid back and it's perfect for them. That's exactly what they're looking for. And other people are like, I'm not sure that works for me. I need more energy. Sometimes I like to go out to dinner late at night. And there are a handful of places that do stay open a little later here, but it's definitely not the norm. And neither is wrong. It's just about understanding what is the lifestyle that you're looking to live and what is going to make you the happiest. Third trade-off, perfect seasonal weather versus seasonal traffic. Definitely trade-off number 3 is our season here in Florida. January through the end of March, our weather is incredible. It is what we all move here for, and this is the Florida that people dream about. Jeeps open, convertible tops down, golf, pickleball, tennis, everything outside. But you're not the only one that knows that. Season brings crowds, it brings traffic, it means packed restaurants and longer wait times for everything. We always kind of say you have to double how much time you're planning on spending to get somewhere during season, because our population definitely increases because everyone wants to come enjoy this fantastic weather. So let me be clear, it's not just a little busy. It is busy in season. You definitely just have to account for it. If you want to go to dinner, you likely need to be making a reservation. You're not just popping in and getting a table, especially at the most popular spots. So some people love it. It is definitely alive and social and exciting. In fact, most of us love it, but it does stress some people out, the extra traffic and the extra time it takes during season. So you can't pretend season doesn't exist, because it does. But here's what you can do. You can choose your Naples. You think about Naples, you think about downtown Naples being a target, right? That is the center location. The closer you are to that, the closer you are to downtown, the closer you are to a lot of the action means more activity, more traffic, more energy. You're also closer to the beach. If you start moving that target out a little bit, You're still in Naples and it's still beautiful. It still has a Naples lifestyle, but your day-to-day is maybe a little less busy. So that one decision can completely change your experience on how you're living in Florida and enjoying the Florida lifestyle. Fourth trade-off. Trade-off number 4, home price versus your monthly reality. We talk about this all the time, that you just have to make sure you're accounting for all of the costs that come with living in Florida. It's not just the home price. Sometimes people get so focused on that number and they don't think about all the other costs that go with it, like insurance. Our insurance can be higher here. Sometimes you have HOA fees if you're living in a gated community. Your property taxes might be higher depending on where you come from. I came from Illinois. They're definitely better here than they were in Illinois. So that point really can be different depending on that. HOA, we say, it's kind of like having a cover charge. A lot of great things come with the HOA. Resort style amenities, beautifully landscaped and well-maintained communities, a very manicured look. The maintenance, the lifestyle feels elevated, but it does come with a monthly cost. Again, it's not good, it's not bad, it's not right, it's just wrong. It is what it is here. And the real question is, how do you want to live and what can you afford? And does that monthly number change things for you? We just want to make sure that you have all the information you need to make the best decision so that when you move here, nothing like that becomes a surprise. Trade-off number 5, curated living versus total freedom. So number 5 is talking about rules. A lot of the Naples communities, just like most of Southwest Florida, are curated. Strict HOA rules in many neighborhoods, some more strict than others, but the point is there are rules. Now, you also have appearance and order. So again, pros and cons come with our gated communities here, and it all depends on what it is that you're looking for and how you like to live your life. But if you're hoping to do whatever you want, whenever you want, with the interior, the exterior, your landscaping, adding additional structures, you're definitely going to feel boxed in and you will not be looking in a gated HOA community. You will want to look at other options, and we do have those here, even in Naples. But if you love the polished community look and the manicured look, and when you drive by, you see the fresh flowers and the green glass, everything's trimmed up and all the hedges are nice and tight and clean, then you're going to appreciate living in an HOA. One more reality that I just want to talk about is that during season, everything is tougher here. Getting contractors to come to your home, finding people to come help do certain projects. We'll often recommend to clients that we work with that some of those projects might be best to hold off until summertime or off season because everyone has more availability at that time. So just know that if you're moving here and you're going to buy a beautiful home in Naples that you're looking to renovate, you might need to work through some contractors and get some timelines set up. It might be slower, especially during peak season. All right, now, bonus tip, real life bonus tip that could save you major stress, especially if you're moving here and will be living here full time. If you happen to buy a home without impact windows and doors, which is okay. A lot of our homes here don't have them because they were not as readily available or common back in the day. You just want to make sure what your shutter situation is. Do you have shutters? And if you have shutters, does it have all of the hardware and everything that goes with it? Or are there shutters on the windows already? This is not something you want to be surprised by when storm season comes around, because a lot of times is the storm coming? Is it going? Is it changing ways? What's happening with the storm? You might not think you need shutters, and all of a sudden you want to put on shutters. So you don't want to be caught at the last minute trying to track down shutters or hardware for shutters. So it's a good idea to check that stuff out ahead of time if you need to. So I say all of that to say, here's the takeaway. Naples is amazing, especially when you choose it for all the reasons that are right for you. And the people who thrive here long-term are the people who are saying, I value beauty, safety, and a lovely curated environment. They're okay with trading some space for the lifestyle. They're okay with an early pace and quiet evenings. They understand season and they accept the trade-offs that come with season. They're comfortable with their monthly reality, not just the home price. And they don't mind the structure of a gated community or rules as long as it protects the environment that is surrounding them. If that's you, Naples will be a fantastic fit. But if you love the lifestyle and you're not sure about some of these trade-offs, it doesn't mean you're wrong. Maybe you just moved to a different part of Naples, or We have a lot of other great areas here in Southwest Florida. Maybe you need to check out Bonita Springs, Estero, some of the communities in Fort Myers, and see if those better fit the lifestyle that you're looking for. All right, I would love to know what matters most to you. Drop it down in the comments below. What are the two most things that you're most concerned about or that you're most interested in the lifestyle that you want to live when you move to Naples? Is it being close to the beach? Is it the quiet, curated lifestyle? Are you looking to golf and boat? Do you want a home that has more walkability? Are you looking for more space or maybe fewer rules? Drop them in the comments below and tell me what are your top two. And if you're planning a move and you want help narrowing down, myself and our team would love to assist you with this. Share the wish list with you that asks you a bunch of questions that helps kind of finalize exactly what type of lifestyle you're looking to live here in Southwest Florida. We would love the opportunity to help. You can always find us on social media. You can contact us directly at 239-776-6872. You can schedule time using that Calendly link down below. If you found this video helpful, please like it, share it, subscribe to our channel, share it with a friend who is thinking about moving to Naples so that we can help you live joy too.